Right, I'm here with Michaud and we're in front of this incredible backdrop. So first of all, you're going to start.
Yes.
Tell me about this. You were there.
Yeah, this is Monument Valley. It's part of Navajo Nation.
Should people go there?
They should go here. It is absolutely beautiful. There's so many films and westerns.
So we're not really there, even though it looks like it.
It looked like we can VR it in, right?
Okay.
So, but there's so many westerns and films that have been filmed here. It's a beautiful place. I was supposed to go. I went here. Was supposed to go in a hot air balloon, but the winds were too bad and it was raining. And fortunately, I didn't get to go up.
Maybe we need to do that. It'd be hard to get me in a hot air balloon, but it sounds incredible. I have been to the Navajo, I don't know what you put, the Navajo Nation. Plains. Is that what you, and I remember looking out over the plains.
Yeah.
And it's just like awe-inspiring. Like it's just so open and like, wow. And then at the end, like it's just incredible.
There's just so many beautiful places within the nation. You got Antelope Canyon, Walnut Creek, or Walnut Canyon. Just so many beautiful places that you can go to within Navajo Nation, and just driving through it, there's Baby Rocks on the north side, and it spans 3 states.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
Well, there's 427,000 tribal members, so
427
tribal members. 427,000.
That's more than I would have guessed. I wouldn't have guessed that. That's huge. It's a huge nation.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Very Dene. It's a Dene nation.
Dene. Yeah. Very Dene. Okay, so we're here at TG&H.
Yes.
So you were speaking. Tell me about what was on that. What you touched. What was powerful.
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
You thought. Yeah.
It was, we start with the basic because 40% of the people here haven't been in the casinos for less than 5 years or less.
Wow.
So we really talk about the basics, right?
40%?
40% of the people here have only been in the casinos for less than 5 years. So we really talk about the basics such as casino math. We talk about reevaluating programs. We talked about servant leadership. Then we talked a little bit about AI too and how that's being incorporated into the casinos, just like QCI did, right? And it's so important because when you build a casino, you're building for the next 5 years. So if you're not in AI territory right now, where are you going to be at in 5 years?
Well, you won't be there.
You won't be there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know you're passionate about AI, but where do you think it'll be? I mean, this is almost a impossible question, so I'm going to ask you anyway. Where do you see it going in 5 years? I mean, what's it?
It's hard to say because
Of course, that's why I asked you.
Yeah, within the next year, I hope to have full autonomy with the AI that I'm working with right now, and that is it detects players' behaviors and patterns and automatically sends the offers out or the RSVPs out to people without any guardrails. First, you have to start with guardrails.
Without guardrails?
Without guardrails within a year. That's where I hope we are.
Okay.
I can't speak to 5 years.
Okay, can't speak to 5 years. Okay. Well, I think in 5 years, I think we'll certainly be on the other side of the bubble.
Yes.
Right? Like right now, for me, a lot of it, people sort of say, "What's AI like?" And I'm like, you know what? It's really smart, but it's not human. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you're a Star Trek fan. I am a Star Trek fan. I think of it like Spock, like very emotionless.
And pointy ears.
Yeah, the pointy ears Spock.
Okay.
You know the guy. Yeah. Or the computer from Star Trek, like this. And so it's like we've brought this alien into the world. We made one.
Yeah.
We couldn't find one, so we made one. And now we're learning about it. Well, 5 years, I think we'll be on the other side of that. We will understand as humans what it's like to have these alien partners, and I think they're going to be in everything.
Well, we're already questioning reality now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we see things on our social media or advertising.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know if it's real or not.
You have no idea.
Imagine 5 years from now.
Oh, you know what? I think in 5 years, we'll have that sorted out. And it will be tagged. This is what I hope. Because I see stuff and I'm like, nah. And so I'm actually personally, I'm like, I have that very high level of distrust towards everything on social media, and I'm finding it really hard to engage with it because it's not real. I think other people are experiencing the same thing. When I read the comments, you're already seeing that. the social media companies and media companies have got to know that people need to know whether to believe what they see or not. It has to be.
And I think in the next
maybe I'm being optimistic.
Next 5 years, right? So we're just introducing this to the human touch to it.
Right.
So you have an IQ, but eventually in 5 years, I think there's going to be an EQ, an emotional equivalent to IQ, where it senses that and it has that sensibility.
So they're actually smart and emotionally aware.
Yes.
But we're still the bosses, right? We still
right.
get to decide what they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you've speaking here. What's been some of the highlights from the show for you, Michael?
Some of the highlights really are the digital assets and the site conversions. We do that right now, but a lot of people don't realize through your mobile phone that's attached to your Wi-Fi at home, attached to your TV, is essentially following you and following everything that you do. And you utilize that data in order to show them an impression, an ad, and it shows the exact moment that they walk onto your property through geofencing. So you actually see real-time data now as compared to traditional advertising where they might see a billboard, they might walk in. Now you actually have real numbers to show people that walk into your property.
And what billboards they walk past, how they're engaging with it.
Absolutely,
Yeah, the data's getting rich. I call it the interaction data. Like you have the transaction data, which is the stuff that measures what people do, and normally, systems, if you like. And then all around it is this ocean of interaction data where people are interacting with you before they transact with you. And by the way, after they transact with you. So that becomes like this wrapper, and that it is really important because that's where you really get to understand why people came and what they said when they left. Which is very different to somebody bought a burger.
Yeah.
Or somebody played on a table game. What did they do before and after that?
Well, and that's why it's so important to start out with the reason why, and not the what. Right.
Yeah.
It's a common marketing tactic that you want to start with why should I do this and not what can I do.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's important. That's going to continue to evolve as AI gets smarter and smarter.
All right. So I know you've led QCI initiatives with us and different properties. Tell us about some of the things that you were able to do with QCI.
Yeah, so at my last property, we're able to use QCI in the slot data to recommend other like slot machines to personas, and that allowed us actually to gain theoretical on these individual players by 37%.
Wow!
Yeah,
37.
Because what happens in a busy casino is that so oftentimes the players can't find the games that they want to play.
Yeah.
But when you make that recommendation and
so you actually communicated to the player about the machine.
Yes, about the machine, and then you give them statistical data. When's the last time a jackpot was hit? I
love that.
Yeah, how much information you can get them, and we've seen this incredible surge of 30%, 7% increase in the theoretical from these individual players because when a casino's busy, they know they can go play this game instead.
It's just not as good. Yeah.
Yeah. But
so
they're still satisfied.
Right, but now you're giving them knowledge about what they should. Oh, I understand. You're right. So you're telling them, hey, if you like this, you might also like that. When they come, they're getting the experience that you think they'll enjoy.
Yes.
Because of what the data is telling you.
Yes.
And that was a 37% lift on those players.
Yes, on those players.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. That's best practice.
Well, it is, and I love the fact that you guys are implementing best practices because, especially with new members, the depth that you can get into on their level of play and their potential level of play, and then projecting that out for lifetime value is incredible.
Oh, it's massive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially when we talk about high frequency players, the question came up. How do we make more money on high frequency players? It's difficult to do that, but that's not the matrix you should be looking at. You should be looking at lifetime value of that player.
Yeah, and why they want the experience, what they're coming back for, making sure that they're getting the experiences across the whole resort.
Yes.
That matters. Yeah.
Because non-gaming amenities are, it's very critical today. The speaker spoke about MGM and how he convinced them non-gaming amenities, and eventually after
Joseph Pine.
Yes, great speaker.
No, incredible.
After 12 years, the non-gaming revenue, net revenue, exceeded the gaming revenue.
Yeah, actually is a remarkable, that's from Las Vegas, he was talking about MGM, and it's a remarkable thing that he predicted that, and then it happened in Vegas. And as unthinkable as it might be, maybe that's the trend.
I think it is. I really think it is.
As the trend is the resort. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who built a product called Resorts?
QCI did.
Yeah, we did. That's right. Yeah. So have you taken a look yet at what we're doing?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the full scope, right? It's the full experience that they have.
It's the full experience. It's actually, for me, I was having a discussion with a group today, and they were saying we got to do this integration, and I won't name the group, but I'm like weeks into it, and I said, it would be easier for just to build it.
Of course you did, Andrew.
Well, but thank you. But it's true, right? It's the complexity of integration is now greater than what we're tackling with building it unified.
Yeah.
And when we build it unified, the moment somebody touches that point of data, whatever that might be, that screen, that kiosk, that phone interaction, the gaming system play that we can get, whatever, the moment that happens, that's the moment the data's available.
Oh yeah.
There is no latency.
Yes.
And in today's world, I think we're all pretty impatient. Like we want our phones to tell us right now.
You need that. Not only do you need that, but that opportunity for personalizing the message is so critical in today's communication with your players. And not only players, but even with your vendors and with your own associates. You need to have that level of personalization.
Right. Yeah, everybody needs to be able to engage with your organization in real time. That's needed to make agentic.
Yeah.
You can't do it without it. And it's not, you're right, it's not just the customers, it's all the people who provide, as Pine said, the theater.
Yeah.
Right? Which is amazing. Like, how are you going to provide that theater unless you know who's there and what they like?
Absolutely.
You can't. You're just guessing. Oh, I think they like, I don't know, line dancing. Okay, sure. Who likes line dancing? I don't know.
Well, I do.
Oh, do you really? That was a guess. Yeah, okay. Well, it's fun, right?
Yeah.
Other people don't. Well, there's no right or wrong in that.
No.
Knowing it, not knowing it is the wrong.
Yes. Yes.
Right? And so by having the data that's integrated, knowing who's there, knowing their engagement, knowing their interaction, and allowing them to interact with you digitally to contribute to that, so they can be, like Pine was talking about the transformation, and I've thought a lot about this. And I actually think he's got it backwards. Okay, that's a big statement because he wrote a book on it. And I interviewed him. But it's the same outcome. I think we need to transform to be transformative. We need to allow people to experience the whole resort. So in order for our customers to become engaged with the theater, engaged with the fun, engaged with us in a way that they really can enjoy, we actually need to transform first.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, we definitely need to transform first because if we're not transforming and catering to their needs, then somebody else will.
Right.
And we have to be able to get that real-time data so that we can cater to their needs right at that instant.
And it has to be able to work with both digital and physical together.
Yes, absolutely.
Like you think about it, what is digital? It's systems that make data. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's my perspective as a data scientist. All right. So if the data is not flowing in real time, you're not doing a digital integration.
No.
You're not. No. You're not having a unified experience.
And it's not a true omni-channel either.
No, it can't be. Okay. Everything is going to be siloed and broken off, and one area, the service area over here, doesn't know what this service area is doing over here. They can't connect, and they can't connect because they're siloed systems. The unification is is incredible. And at QCI we started building this, and I thought, this might be just too big. It might just, and now that we're on the other side of it, and we've got it built out, I'm looking at it like, there's no other way.
Well,
there's no other path forward.
And the industry needed it. Truly, the industry needed it. And because we deal with so many systems, and oftentimes, well, you need this software upgrade or this software upgrade, and you just can't get to that finish point. So I'm glad that you finally made it to that finish point.
Well, it only took me 25 years. And in the agentic revolution. Well, the other thing about it, though, I think is what I consider critical, is what we've done is we've built a system where the data resides within the sovereign nation.
Yes.
And
that's very, very critical.
Right? And I think that as you take these data sets and you put them into these different environments out there, you're losing data sovereignty. And data sovereignty is in my view, as important as physical sovereignty. And I say that as a data scientist.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Oh, you agree with? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So, yeah, to say that in 5 years' time and 10 years' time, the nation has sovereignty over all of its data, total ownership, total sovereignty. This is a big deal. And the entire rest of the world went and said, we'll build stuff on the cloud.
Yeah, exactly, right.
And you know what I said?
They're kind of forcing you into that
Yeah, and I'm
space.
like, you know what? These are sovereign nations, and I sometimes use the analogy when I'm explaining to people, because I'm from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And New Zealanders, we often joke about Australians, they're actually 1,600 miles away, so they're a long way away. We would not put all of our state secrets in Australia. Well, it would be crazy.
Yeah.
Like if you said that to a New Zealander, they'll be like, yeah, okay, let's not do that. Like, not a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing. Like, why would you put your state secrets, your sovereign secrets, in another nation?
Yeah.
Like,
no, but you're absolutely correct. You know, it's just as important as continuing to have your sovereignty as a nation.
yeah, because without the data, the digital platform, the knowledge of your business, what you're building in this incredible future of this business of fun, you're losing control. And
Yeah.
I think of it as the best analogy I've got in the physical world is water rights, right?
Yeah.
How many nations I've talked to, it's like, yeah, the water rights, we lost them because someone else started using it. It's very similar. Like, once it's gone, it's really hard to unwind that.
Yeah. And there's a lot of points in Native American history where that has happened.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I came from New Zealand and didn't really understand what the history here really was, right?
Yeah.
You know, we're even more isolated from it in New Zealand. We have a different history. And I came here, and as I engaged with sovereign nations here, and I was like, wow, this is so important. Like, there's a really incredible opportunity to be a part of enabling sovereignty, data sovereignty.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
All right, well, Michael.
Yes.
Thank you for spending some time with me today.
My pleasure.
Yeah, my pleasure as well.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing the story.
Well, I look forward to you speaking here in a little bit.
I am speaking here in a little bit. Yeah, no time. Yeah, yeah.